Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right.
Free, 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 free my soul. Just let it go. I wanna roam on my own. Just let it go. Free my soul. Just let it go. I cause a storm when I'm at home. Just let it go.
All right, so I am trying to figure something out, and I figured I'd make this a project and a video as well. Here is my issue. I got a hot mess right in this corner over here. And this is my main garage where we park two vehicles. One's not here right now, obviously, but I need to get all these bikes organized. And instead of just buying one online somewhere or going to like Home Depot or something stupid, if you guys know me, you know that I don't like to spend money. I'm kind of a cheap ass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bike rack and a storage area for all of our bikes, because we have a lot of them. We like to ride, and I need to have it organized but accessible when both vehicles are in here. So I'm gonna actually make a bike storage unit today out of wood, and I figure I'd just make this a video. It's gonna be a pretty simple project. I do have a few things I did pick up from Home Depot, so we're gonna go ahead and use those as well, and I'll show you what those are. Here's the only conundrum. So this wall right here, I've only got about 3.5 feet right here. And then I got a window that breaks this up. And then obviously one of the bikes is just hanging right now, and then I've got another line. I've basically organized all the other stuff in our garage. I built a few shelves because there's nothing in here. And then I've got this kind of bump out in the corner here where we keep our recycling and some other landscaping tools. So what I'm trying to do is avoid reorganizing the whole garage again and putting all the bikes on that side, because I don't really want to do that. So what I'm gonna end up doing, because we have different sizes of bikes, I got my kids' bikes, I've got my bikes, my wife's bikes are all here, and they're all different sizes because we're all different sizes. So I'm gonna have a couple bikes here, the taller ones, because they need to be higher off the ground, obviously. And then I can have some of the smaller bikes up under the window on a second sort of storage area. And then I'm gonna have a couple more bikes here. And then I feel like for easy access, especially for my daughter, I'm gonna go ahead and make at least one rack right here coming off the stairs. So I think I'll be able to do one right there and still avoid having the recycling bin in the way. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to make these, and let's get started. All right, I'm gonna make this construction really, really easy, and I'm just gonna run with 2x4s and these nice hooks that hold a lot of weight that I picked up right at Home Depot. They've got screw in on the back. You just drill a simple pilot hole into the 2x4 itself. It's basically gonna be a cleat on the wall. And then I'm gonna space it based on the bikes that are going on that section. So anywhere from 24 to 28 inches, depending on bar size. And then height off the floor is gonna be dictated by the bike as well, like I said. So I got a lot of bikes to hang, so I'm gotta space it so I'm not reorganizing the entire garage like I was just talking about, and make sure everything's accessible and easy to put up and down for everybody that's involved with getting these bikes. Some of these hooks are used, and then I got another package, which is actually a crazy deal. That's like 15 bucks at Home Depot for all those hooks. And the other hooks that I just showed you are like $11 a piece. So kind of a no-brainer. I'm not sure if they just screwed up or what, but anyway, I'll leave that link in the description below as well. So like I said, we got the Trek 1500. That's an oldie but goodie. That's my wife's road bike. We've got this oldie-ish Rocky Mountain Thunderbolt, full suspension. That's one of mine. Then we got the Juliana. That's the Furtado, brand new, my wife's bike. She's got the nicest bike in the bunch. Super fun bike for her. Then right next to it, we got the Trek Fuel EX5. That's my son's new bike. Then we roll on down the road here. I gotta put up the Specialized Status 2 on the downhill bike. That's actually a really, not that you guys care, but it's a really economical downhill bike for most of the bike parks and stuff. It's more than I need for anything really, and super fun. And then over here we got the Airborne Liberator, which Airborne is no longer a business. One of the best frames ever, still one of the lightest you'll find. That's an oldie but goodie hardtail. It's seen better days, but we like it. That's my wife's other mountain bike. And then over here we got the GT, that's the Avalanche, and that's my daughter's bike. She just moved into. We did some upgrade and added new tires, tuned it, ran some new components and stuff, so it's ready to go for her. That way I don't have to spend a bunch of money. Is figure out the distance from that corner to the window to see how many bikes I can actually get on that section of wall, and those would be the tallest bikes, mine. Those frames are the largest. I've got to have those the highest off the floor, and since I'm running into a window issue here, I'm going to try and get both of the biggest bikes on this wall. I think I have enough distance. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure how much distance I need off the floor by measuring outside dimension of wheel to wheel. And then I have that mark of where I'm gonna put the first section of cleat. And then from there I can kind of run a second section for the bikes here, and then I can bump it back up again for some of the bigger bikes again, which would be my wife's bikes. And then, like I said, I think I can swing at least one over in the other corner to let my daughter have access to her bike. It's a little bit easier since she's the smallest to get in and out that way. So that's the plan. Let's figure this out. So right here, I'm 46.25 to that edge, which means I'm pretty sure I can get 2 bikes on this wall, and then from the floor to the sill of the window, 62.5. Okay, so that confirms my thought process with getting the largest bikes in that corner. The 62.5 dimension is not quite high enough for mine, but it will fit mediums for sure. Has fit the small bikes. So we'll have a section of small bikes right through here, and then I'll bump out that second, or actually that third cleat on the next section of wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my first section. I'm gonna shave off a smidge from my number at 46.25, and I'm gonna cut it at 46 and go from there. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure my bike and see what my distance is off the floor. Pretty simple. As you can see, I basically just kind of did a layout with every bike the way I wanted them, and then kind of just marked off where the middle of the tire or middle of the handlebar was for the next hook, just to make sure there's enough spacing to easily get them up and out as needed. Obviously, like I said, there's 2 vehicles in here at all times, so we gotta be able to get in and out without banging into vehicles. And although this is a big garage, we're still shrinking space with all of our toys. So that's what I've got. I've got all the main bikes up on this side. I have that one Airborne over in the corner, out of the way. Everything else is ready to go. It's organized, it's clean, and it's not hard to do. Yes, it is safe to hang these by one wheel. Most of these rims are carbon. A couple of them are aluminum, both ways. As far as spokes go, the integration, it's built that way, so they are made to handle much more than hanging from a tire. Contrary to popular belief, it is totally safe to do it. So if you're gonna leave comments about that, I'm not worried about it. We're good to go. The stuff these bikes ride over and drop off of is way more stressful on the bike than it is hanging it, so we're good. Again, I'll leave a description in the comment or the link below for that hook that I bought at Home Depot. And there it is, guys. Pretty simple. You got to play around with the layout a little bit based on what kind of bike system you have, and just kind of go from there. But once you kind of play with it, line them up, it's pretty easy to go and do. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, drop me a like, drop me a comment. I appreciate it. Till next time, guys. Thank you.
On my own, just let it go. Free my soul, just let it go. I cause a storm when I'm at home, just let it go.
Sipping in the sea, I don't know what this means. Spilling liquor all over.